Life will soon be over. You might not be alive in 10 years. You might not be alive in 5 years. You might not even be alive in 2 years. I know that sounds depressing, but stick with me for just a few minutes and I'll explain why knowing that life will soon be over can actually be one of the most motivating things that we can possibly know. Most people live their entire lives never really thinking about death. They go to parties when they're young and stay out late and drink too much and do stupid things because they think they have all the time in the world. But then one day they wake up and they realize, oh my God, I'm 40 years old and I've wasted most of my life already. And this is one of the most depressing realizations a person can ever have. Now, what if instead of having that realization at 40, you had it today? What if you had the realization today that life will soon be over and that you're wasting your life right now? What would you do differently? What would you stop doing? What would you start doing? When someone is on their deathbed, almost at the end of their life, they don't regret the times that they spent working. They don't regret the times that they spent pursuing their goals or spending time with family or friends or doing the things that they loved. Almost universally, the things that people regret near the end of their life are the things that they didn't do, the opportunities that they didn't take, the goals that they didn't pursue. So think about that the next time you're wasting your time doing something that you don't really want to do, the next time you're procrastinating or not taking action towards the goals that you have. Think about how your life will soon be over and ask yourself, is this how I want to spend it? Is this how I want to spend the precious, limited time that I have left? Because we don't have an unlimited amount of time. We don't know how much time we have left. It could be 10 years, it could be 5, it could be 2. And if you waste your time doing things that don't matter or doing things that don't align with your values or your goals, you're going to regret it. You're going to look back and you're going to wish you spent more time doing the things that you actually cared about. I'm not saying that you should be obsessed with death. I'm not saying that you should be constantly thinking about death, but I am saying that you should think about death from time to time. You should think about how your life will soon be over, and you should think about the fact that you're wasting your time right now. Because the more that we think about death, the less we fear it. The more that we think about death, the more that we realize that our time here is limited, and we have so much to do, and so many places to see, and so many people to meet, and so many goals to accomplish. So the next time you feel like you want to waste some time, the next time you feel like doing something that doesn't really matter, or the next time you feel like procrastinating or giving up on your dreams, I want you to think about the fact that life will soon be over and ask yourself, is this how I want to spend it? The best thing that I can give you today and the best advice that I can give you is to realize that life will soon be over. Realize that your time here is limited. Realize that you don't have an unlimited amount of time and that you're wasting your time right now. I read a story a while ago about a guy who was on his deathbed and he was talking to the hospice nurse and he said, "I've lived a good life. I have no regrets." And the nurse said, "That's very rare. Most people on their deathbed are filled with regrets. They're filled with things that they wish they did." So he said, "What's the secret? How is it that you've lived such a great life with no regrets?" And the man on the deathbed said, "Well, every day I would ask myself, if today were my last day on earth, would I be happy with how I spent yesterday? And if the answer was no, then I would do something different the next day." And he said that's how he lived his life. He lived his life with no regrets because every day he asked himself if he would be happy with how he spent the previous day. So I want you to do the same. I want you to ask yourself that question every day. If today were your last day on earth, would you be happy with how you spent yesterday? If the answer is no, then I need you to do something different tomorrow. I need you to stop wasting your time and start living your life. Stop wasting your life doing things that don't matter and start doing things that actually matter. Start doing things that align with your values and your goals. Stop procrastinating and start taking action. Life will soon be over. Are you ready for that?